I am I am I am about a minute early. My cat is here with me. One of my cats. Saying hi. And let's see. Checking out a few things real quick. Our friend Stuart the Fish Whisperer was live just a little bit ago. Let's see if he still is. He is. He is still tying flies. Again, he has the patience of his Zen master. And our friend Noble, who was running the 10K. Not a race, just training. And he is still going at it. Looking strong. Our friend Noble is at 9,018 subscribers. 9.18. Is that? I don't know what that is. It's over 9,000. That's what I know. And well done. I remember he's also, I don't know if he's fully monetized yet or not. I know he is partially, but I think he should be at this point. He was very close. So I was putting in some watch hours with him. And now we shift focus. I've been having our friend Trending Up, helping her with some watch hours. Tandra, as well as Jace. I haven't seen Jace today. Didn't see him work out. I think he did something with Xena earlier. I will check. There were some new friends. Over on Stuart and Bob's, who needed some watch hours. I know Skeeter. Skeeter, by the way, is going to be going live. Hey, Skits. Skeeter's going to be going live at 7 a.m. tonight. 7 p.m. Sorry, tonight. So I'm just sitting here rambling on. I'm going to bring out the desktop so I can see a little bit better. What's new, Skits? I can't quite see. Is that a Nano? No. Gold says, hello, my friend. Hello, how are you? Be Confident is back, my friend. How are you? Says, how's it going? It's going pretty well. The old saying, I can't complain. Which is an apt saying. Of course, everyone could complain, and everyone has something they can pinpoint and say, well, this doesn't feel right. You know, I was just reading, and I just gave a talk about this. In every moment, we could be hostage to the ego, which always has something to complain about, which is never grateful, which always has issues, sees the world in a fearful place, full of grievances, full of resentments, full of judgments, or we could be hosts to love, hosts to God. I'm bringing up our friend Skits' channel. He made a new video. Vlog start. Nice. A riding vlog. BMX ride around Stanley Park. This is going to be my after live stream video before I go to bed. That's awesome, Skits. Let me bring it up just for a second.
I thought I'd start the video here today. We're at a place that's really close to my heart. This place is called Stanley Park. Just thought I'd show you the entrance and
Beautiful.
stuff. I'll show you more when I get in there. It's like at the entrance, one of the entrances. I wanted to show you this rose garden up here.
All right. I'm looking forward to this, Skits. Skits says how to chat. Be Confident says just reading some wise quotes on my PC. A famous Buddha misspelled. And RC Squirrel. Skits says thanks, Eric. Did you have a nice day? Did have a nice day. Had a nice early morning walk. Nice day writing. Nice day meditating. Nice workout. Let's see. In the morning, my very first walk, I got several short videos of toads. I love capturing toads and frogs. Not picking them up, capturing them in video. Don't know why. I just do. Same with turtles. All of it. Everything that I'm able to capture with it's a little tiny Canon Power Zoom one-shot. Click a button. I got 3 different zooms on it. You click a button, you go from 400 to 600, 600 to 800 with the next button. You can take a photo, you can take a video. It's about that big. I got it as a early birthday present from Mocha. She saw me really getting into the nature shorts, and she saw the limits of what I could do with my phone, which isn't a great phone. And typical of Mocha, she researched, she knew what would be best for me. She knows my limits with technology, which are plenty. What I'm doing now is the extent of what I can do with a camera. I absolutely love making nature shorts. For a while, I thought that was going to be the leading edge of my channel. Obviously, it's not burpees, which I never thought it would be. I sort of started my channel as a fluke that some burpee friends said, hey, you've been supporting us for a while. We know you're getting reps. Would you mind doing a video? Just show us what you're doing. Little did they know that now almost, it's getting close to 1,000 days later, I would put out a video every single day. And after I did my burpees, I did what I always do. I started talking about yoga. I started talking about meditation. I started talking about breath work and creativity and inspiration, things like that, which led me into doing live streams. Here we are. Skid says, nice, bless Mocha. She has such a thoughtful heart. And I have to say, I do love your nature shorts. You have wildlife over there that I can't see here, like the deer and the hawk. We have deer out here, but I don't get to see deer as much as I live in a busy town. Thanks. I appreciate you saying that because, man, I've been having some doubts about my nature shorts. I mentioned before, they went from 4,000, 6,000 views every day and they were driving my channel. I was quite happy how things were going. And then they dropped down to like 400 a day, sometimes 600. And now I'm lucky if I get 6 or 7. Don't know why. Same thing. I do the same thing. Just that algorithms have shifted away from me. Don't know how to regain the favor. However, I keep reminding myself that I'm doing it. I'm putting out the nature shorts. I'm doing live streams. Yes, I do want to earn an income, but I'm doing it because I love it. I'm doing it because it's a work of love. This is the same reason Skits makes music. It's the same reason we should do everything. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna that you are entitled to your actions, but not the fruit of your actions, because that's out of your control. That belongs to God. So, do your action, make your music, do your shorts, whatever it is you're doing, ride your bike, and make a video of you riding your bike from pure love, inspiration, and don't worry about the results because it's beyond your control. Now, sometimes there might be something that you can do within that realm of action. I don't know what it is. I'm not technically proficient. What's up, Squirrel Sniper? Says, greetings again, Eric. How are you, my friend? How's your day? Skip says, nature has always been my #1 favorite thing in life. Since I was a little child, I was always fascinated by bugs, birds, beetles, and everything in between. Me too. I was always out in nature. I would rather have been out in nature, walking, running, hiking, doing something, than playing football, playing baseball. All my neighborhood friends were always doing that, and I was always out wandering somewhere. They would be like, "Are you gonna play? Are you gonna join in, play football?" And I was like, "Nah." And we had tons of woods and fields where I grew up. I grew up here, actually. Skid says, I hear that, Eric. I didn't do it for the passion, and I'm trying to cheer some people up along the way, as well as meet new people across the world, like yourself in chat. You're doing an excellent job, my friend. Sniper says, good. Carved a pumpkin out of a fig wood. I posted a picture earlier. Got a few to make next week. Nice. How is fig wood for carving? I don't know much about fig wood. I'm bringing up Sniper's community page. That's a nice looking pumpkin. Give me a second, guys. Excellent job. Guys, make sure you check out Squirrel Sniper's pumpkin. Squirrel Sniper says, hard like holly. It has that appearance, being hardwood. Skid says, evening squirrel. So nice. Squirrel Sniper's got a beautiful photo up of his work on his community page. Skits has a new video. Skit says, I commented on Optimob's post earlier, and I was saying that although we are living our individual lives, and we get to see places we would never get to see, and follow each other's journey, which is beautiful. Beautiful way of connecting. Absolutely, I agree. It's a great thing about the community. Hey, Austin, how are you? Cypher says, with the grain comes alive when you add the heat. So are you speaking of the heat of the chainsaw? Hey, after you do the work with the chainsaw, do you refine it with something smaller? Or do you just leave it as is, a chainsaw carving? Skits says, that was rather impressive, Squirrel. Brother, good job. Hey, Skits, it's done with a chainsaw. Hey, Dottie, how are you? Skit says, hi to Austin. Says he's doing good. Glad to hear it. Hey, I've enjoyed your videos, your shorts. And speaking of stuff, Dottie, I'm enjoying your post on Instagram. And I see Dottie has 2 new things. I missed you one um, from yesterday. I apologize. I will check that out. And you got a new one 10 hours ago. Let's see. How you feeling, Dottie? Sniper says, I sand it down with a grinder and then add heat with a blowtorch to bring out the grain. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering what you meant by the heat. If you meant the heat that was produced through the carving. Now I got you. Skid says, I couldn't even do that with a crafting knife, let alone a chainsaw. Squirrel has a true talent. He does, absolutely. Sniper says to Austin and Dottie, good to see you. Dottie says, not great, to be honest. My dad's at the end of his life. It's a matter of time now. I'm sorry, Dottie. I sending you all my love, all my prayers. Heart goes out to your father, as well to your mom and the rest of your family. I know you've been caregiving, and I know how difficult that is. What a rewarding task it is, but it's heart-rendering. Hey, just know, all of us, we're holding you close, my friend. We're holding you close. Daddy says won't be very active for a while on here. Understandable. Hey, you might not be active, but you will not be absent from our thoughts or our heart. Skid says, also sorry, Dottie. Sitting on my love, always here for you. Dottie says, thank you, Eric, very kind of you. Sniper says, sending strength, Dottie. You're welcome, my friend. We've talked a bit about this before. I've talked about, caregiving for both my parents. Extremely difficult, but by far the most rewarding thing I've ever done was be able to provide care for the people, specifically my dad, who cared above all for me. Daddy says, we'll chat soon. Take care all. Take care, Daddy. Again, we're here for you. Skid says, much love to Dottie. Did you guys get the opportunity to hang out with Eric Lapointe on his live stream? I was there for a bit. I had him up running the whole time, but I was in and out. And right now, our friend Trending Live TV is live streaming as well. I'm going to hit the like button. I'm over there. I'm going to share her out. So there's always something you can do for a friend. If you don't think you can hang out, just go over, hit the live button, leave a comment, share it on your community page. Leave them up running for some watch hours. I'll tell you from personal experience, Sometimes a kind word out of the blue is enough. It makes a huge difference. So if you get the opportunity, be kind to someone. And you don't have to know them. Be kind to a stranger for absolutely no reason. You know, in a way, that's how this community started. Everyone here, for whatever reason, decided to come on over here and be kind. With the exception of Duncan Walsh, Fitness Motivation. He came over here with the sole purpose of torturing me through his mad genius fitness regimes, his fitness routines. But that's just another way of being kind, because Duncan definitely brings out the best. Duncan says, bonjour. Bonjour, my friend. How are you? Austin says, how's everyone doing today? Doing good, Austin. Skit says, no, I missed it. If I'd have known, I would have joined. I need to set notifications for everyone. Yep, our friend Noble, he did walked 10K. I believe Stuart, yep, Stuart is still live. Stuart's a lot different than Squirrel Sniper. Squirrel Sniper takes a very broad instrument. And takes it and uses it as an instrument of refinement. Amazing. Stuart takes little tiny. He's tying fishing ties, fishing flies. And he has the patience of a Zen master. Just works steadily as he talks, holds down a conversation. It's an amazing thing to watch. Duncan says, Skip says, well said, Eric brother. Duncan says, you're too kind. Call it like I see it, Duncan. Have you considered Rob's Killer 20? I have. I'll be honest with you, lunges don't agree with me much anymore. I always come away from lunges, and I'm sorry about that, because I would love to be doing lunges right now. I'm hoping they get better, because I'm in the lunge position with the get-ups, with the kettlebell get-up. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get back to doing lunges, maybe not really high reps. Skits says, just sub Duncan, nice to meet you. Hey Skits, I didn't know you didn't know Duncan. Duncan is a legend. Man, I love that routine though. How'd you like those toe squats? I saw that you said that you were keeping your heels up the entire time. Leo says, much love to the goat. Yogi. Thank you, Leah. How are you? What's on the menu for today, Leo? Hey, Duncan, do you know Leo said so? Leo, have you guys met? Skit says, hi to Leo. Much love to all in the chat. Stay strong and be safe. Duncan, I want to know what you think. I don't know if you saw this. Our friend Brian Lane. To the best of my knowledge, he's never done a busy dad routine. But yesterday, he did 100 Navy SEALs in 14 minutes. So 100 Navy SEALs in 14 minutes. That means he could take a minute, complete rest if he wanted to, not do anything, and still have 5 minutes, get another 50 reps, if not more. Leo says, honestly, have no clue. Yesterday's routine kind of killed my legs. 800 squats and more than 400 burpees with Brian's pyramid style. Brian is clearly a bad influence on everyone. How about just an easy 2-pump? It's 2-pump Tuesday. 100 2-pumps. You keep the streak alive. Speaking of streaks, I am 5 days away from 1,000 days of burpees in a row. Do I keep the streak going? Do I end it at 999 and say 1,000 is not important, divesting myself of the ego and of attachment to 1,000 days of burpees? Or do I go for 1,001? Or do I just keep on plugging along? The only reason I have a streak going is because I love doing something every day. Duncan says, thanks, Skits. We'll check out your channel too. William says, so all I saw a neat push-up routine. My link, absolutely, William. Always feel free. Never even have to. Man, you're a mod for a reason. Leo says, I might do Burpee Matty's routine he did today. Fishing for seals. So in other words, you're saying you don't want an easy day. It might be a short day, but man, Matty is never easy. Hey, Duncan, have you ever tried a Burpee Matty routine? I don't recall. Duncan says, yes and no, Leo. Nice. Skid says, thanks, Duncan. Much love, brother. Ginger Rogers says, my cleaner is clean today. Finally. You know, I didn't want to say anything, but you're showing up on my live stream with an unclean cooter. How impolite is that, my friend? I appreciate you took the time. And welcome. Thanks for coming back. Much appreciated. Hey, Jacob. Jacob drops a link for Skits. Skits has a new video up, guys. He's on his BMX. Duncan says, I think I saw Brian's 100 seals. We'll check it out. So if he can do 100 seals in 14 minutes, what do you think he could get in 20? If he completely ran out of gas and he still had 6 minutes left, he could still easily probably get 130. But if he took a minute's rest, 5 minutes, he could go back to doing his 10s, 150 reps, easy. I think Brian Lane is in GB territory right now. Let's see. Brian drops Ginger Rogers channel. Skid says, hi, William, and hi, Ginger. Leo says, no easy days. I'll do that and keep it going after. Much love. Much love to you, my friend. Austin says, hi to Jacob. We get some laughing from Ginger Rogers. We get some good emojis. And here is the link to push-up routine that William likes. Nice. Very core active. It's a nice find, William. Hey, if you get a chance, Duncan, check it out. See what you think. Austin says, thanks, Jacob. Duncan says, actually haven't tried a Burpee Matty session. Have you? I have. Actually quite a few. I was doing I was doing a lot of them as a finisher. After my busy dad routine, I would do a burpee mappy finisher. That's when I was in my burpee prime, though. I am not in my burpee prime. You know, after 1,000 days, after I hit that mark, 5 more days, I considered going back to busy dad, but doing it his way. 20 minutes, 4 days a week. And then the other days, I might just do my pull-ups, maybe dips every 4 days. I like doing dips. Maybe a day of get-ups. I like doing get-ups. Thanks, Jacob. Runner Boy is here and says, I hit 10 reps again, Yogi, on pull-ups. Next time going for 15. So who will hit 20 first? Man, I think it's going to be you. I'd like to say it's going to be me, but it ain't going to be me. I'll do my best, though. William says, the guy has everyone at the spot doing it in another short, kind of fire watching. Everyone's so hyped and working out together. Nice. Ginger Rogers says, I'm honestly looking at building a sauna for my leg. I broke 10 years ago. For relief, right away I can feel temp humidity because I have a metal pole. Sauna is not a bad idea for lots of reasons. It's a passive workout, meaning just sitting in the sauna for 20 minutes, your heart rate goes up without you having to do anything. You're burning calories. It's a heart healthy way of just sitting. You lower because of the heat, you lower your blood pressure. A host of benefits. You're increasing your testosterone and your growth hormone naturally. Helps recuperation. I love saunas. It's been a long time. The place I used to go for a sauna has closed down during the shutdown. Let's see. Duncan says, what is GB territory? What do you mean, GB territory? Did I miss something? Well, it says, I love saunas and wish I had some nearby that were decent, not a fix into a YMCA. Yeah, I'd have to join a Y or a gym to use a sauna. It's almost worth it though. Of course, right now I'm limited. Don't have a car. Well, it says I cannot click that link, Jacob. Oh, nice, Jacob. Jacob is doing, hey, that's a really good idea. Upper body single dumbbell strength training routine. Nice job, Jacob. highly original and looks very effective. Runner Boy says he uses sauna whenever I can after workout. Here's a tip, guys. It is better to sit in a sauna with not the super heat. I think it's between 180 and 220, I think, is the range for a longer period of time, and you get a greater effect on your hormonal levels and your recovery, as well as a greater cardio effect because you're sitting there longer instead of super intense and doing it for 5 minutes, because you get limited benefits. You sweat a lot, you feel like you've done something, but it's better for you to sit for a long time at a lesser heat. Still hot, but lesser. As well, don't get into a cold shower afterwards. A lot of people want to do that cold plunge because they think, well, that's the Finnish way or the Swedish way. But then you lose all the benefits that you build up. So you want to let it sit for, I think I read 20 minutes, but it might be more. It might be over an hour. So don't cool off. Skip says, evening runner boy. William says, you said Duncan was close to GB territory. Did I say that? Close to GB territory. Now I got to remember what I said and why I said it. Oh. No, I was talking about Brian. GB. I know I'm saying it wrong. GB from Norway to GB. This is why I always hesitant to say his name. I was saying Brian is because he gets Jibbe, right? He gets routinely 150 plus reps in 20 minutes, Navy SEALs. And I was saying, I think Brian is pushing there. And actually, speaking of which, 142 reps. Duncan's not too far from that. Boy says Great Britain. Let's see. William says, Skits, your PFP reminds me of that Sanders guy. He does all the amazing voiceovers. William says, depends on how you view it. The exposure shot makes your body calorie dump like crazy. Yeah. But, man, there's so many better benefits from sitting in the sauna, hormonally speaking. And all of that's washed away if you do the cold plunge. All the hard work that you did, not hard, but everything your body did. Ginger Rogers says, I'm a germ freak. I won't do public places or hotels, or my kids are older with significant others, so at least I build my own so I know what happens. That's smart thinking. Man, I wonder if I could build one in my backyard. I know I could get a cold plunge, and I know Duncan is very much into the cold plunge. Man, I was thinking about starting, he suggested just 30 seconds cold shower. It's been a long time since I've done that. Several years. Ginger says, and I can lock the doors. Skit says, what's a PFP? I was wondering that too. William, hi, I will take it as a compliment. Thanks, brother. William says, shoot, I wish I had any land to do my own projects on. I cannot afford anything right now. Man, wouldn't it be nice to have a sauna just a little ways back in the woods? Little window, you can watch what's going on outside. Profile pic, I've got you. Ginger says that and sickness. Yeah, I know germs are nasty here. Jacob says, hey, we want to apologize for late reply. Understandable. You were busy putting the work in. Hey, Jacob, that's a nice routine you put together. Warren says, I do not even have friends or family nearby that have any space either. Well, no friends and family has always been struggling, but make the best of everything. Hey, William, do you not like YMCA's for a particular reason? Skits is laughing, says, is that Sanders guy good looking dude? I presume he is. William's going to find the channel. Ginger says, William, make your goals of what you need. Not one, it will happen. Wise words from Ginger. Let's see. Duncan says, I think your numbers are off respectfully about Brian. If he does 114 minutes and had a minute off to take him to 15 minutes. Yeah, right. As a rate of 6 minutes for the next 5, that's 130. No rest is 136. Well, if he got 100 reps, though, in 14 minutes, yeah, I guess my math is a little iffy. I'd love to see what he could do. I hope he stops by. And hey, speaking of which, Duncan, what do you think? Do you think 150 is in your capacity in the next several months? Jacob says, thank you, brother, Mr. Yogi. Absolutely. I might actually give that a try myself sometime. Duncan says he's not doing 10 per minute, he's doing sets of 10. Right. Gotcha. Ginger says you can get one, it's smaller than a shed. I have a tent sauna that I got during COVID because I was hoping that, the shutdown wouldn't last that long and this would get me through. I don't care for it a whole lot. Your head's sticking out. It's just not the same. William says his name is Thomas Sanders and does narrating voiceover work, and admittedly pretty attractive. Would say maybe 8 out of 10. Let's see. Let's bring him up. Taking my herbal sleep supplement. I realize that I should probably clarify that.
He stared at the gown and thought, yes, this is something my husband would wear. Story time. Little did this gumdrop know they would soon grow up to be a mighty princess.
I know.
Story time. And that's when they
Hey, seems like a positive guy. I like that. Man, 2 million subscribers. He's doing something right, that's for sure. Timo, my friend, how are you? Optimob says hi. Nice to see you, Timo. How are you? Jacob says, can we help Sister Trending and help with watch hours? Absolutely. I have her up right now. Been playing her all day long. One says definition need versus want is subjective. I need nothing. I want a lot. Most release, but I make do with everything else. Jacob drops a link for Boot of Destiny. Thank you, Jacob. Ginger says it's sad. Everything you say you wish. I am living in the middle of 700 acres land. My neighbor is a half-mile away. We share a drive 1 mile long. And I'm at the end. Man, that's nice. I'm in a townhouse. It's pretty nice. I like my area. I wouldn't mind for a little more quiet. There's always an airplane going by. I'm not super close to, about maybe 20 minutes away from an airport. BWI, which is a pretty big one. T says, haven't seen, or William, haven't seen T in a while, in a second. Hope she is well. Just recently getting out of the hospital. She was over on Eric LaPointe's earlier today. I think it's been 2 or 3 days she was here. And she stopped in a morning live stream. The first time I've seen her, the 5 a.m. ones. Let's see. Skits is laughing. Says, I'll take it. William never seen that video before. Which video, Skits? You're not saying the Hawk 2 video, are you? I was talking about that with Stuart the other day. Optimob says, hi, Duncan Fitness. Ginger has 5 acres in the middle. Nice. William says, Ginger, that honestly sounds serene. Does sound really nice, doesn't it? Optimob says, good night. Good night, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by. I will be on the lookout for you tomorrow. And thank you for coming by this morning. Duncan says, hi to Optimob. Jacob says, good night, brother Optimob. Jacob says, the unstoppable brother Duncan. Duncan says, you not wear earplugs to sleep, Eric? I don't. Of course, I couldn't for a long time because I had to be alert if my father called me. It's not so much at sleep. It's just being out in nature. You might, if you watch a short, and you might hear an airplane flying over or a car driving by. And I don't even live in like a bustling city. Duncan, I'm not sure if you heard my question. Do you think 150 reps are doable for you in the next several months? Where do you think you might top out rep-wise? For Navy SEALs. Well, for both. Navy SEALs and 6 counts. William says, no, Skits was referring to Storytime Thomas Sanders. He has quite a few clips, a lot from Vine days, but I think recently started up again on his own channel. Ginger says, I bought a 1,800 square cabin. You said you're in Michigan, right? Michigan, but you're going on vacation in Minnesota. Did I get that right? Oh, Skit says, no, Eric, I was referring to the video Williams dropped in chat. That was the push-up routine, right? Or the Sanders. William says, how can you, Duncan? The feeling in the ears is weird. I have a standing fan I use to generate white noise. I have a air purifier that does the same thing. I've talked to T about this. Brown noise. It's supposed to be more conductive to better quality of sleep. And it's paid off. Ginger says I paid 26,000 for it, and I'm living a dream. Yeah, and you said you paid it off by the age of 40. Was it 40 or was it 36? William says, dang, that sounds incredible. What kind of trees do you have? Border on Wisconsin and Minnesota. 4 hours away from Michigan. Hey, do you have moose in your area? Hey, Easy, how are you? Easy says, hello, everyone. Hello, my friend. How are you? Let's see. Duncan says, oh, did you see my answer about 150 seals? Environmental noise. No, I didn't see that, Duncan. Environmental noise can easily wake you. I wear sponge earplugs every night. Fantastic. Should look into those. I'm going to check that out on Amazon after the live stream. Duncan says they're also, or I'm sorry, William, they're also sound meditations that use minor frequencies to be less impactful to the ears. Junior Rogers says 36. Gotcha. Now I remember. All right, there you go. I see your answer now. I certainly think I could improve on 142, and I have a plan, so we will see for 150. My issue is that I don't do the big quantities on a once-a-week basis, so you have to be fresh for any attempt. Gotcha. I wonder what I would have gotten had I taken a rest day. Hey, Sue, how are you? Ginger says, be right back. Spark plugs. I will look for that. William says, Duncan, you have a brand you would recommend? William says, well, Ginger, if you ever feel calling to have someone out to help you with or shoot the crap with, I would love to see the space. Man, that's beautiful territory up there. I drove through it before. Duncan says, the trick is to put some moisturizer on the earplugs each night. I use one called Aveeno. We have Aveeno here too. Easy says, did you guys listen to the Double Bass Box Solo Suites? No. Hey, Easy, do you have a link you could drop for that? I definitely want to. Skid says, hi to Breezy and hi to Sue. How is life on the Susquehanna today, Sue? Man, you've got some incredible shots recently. Duncan says, I certainly think I could improve on 142 and I have a plan, so we will see for 150. My issue is that I don't do the big quantities on a once-a-week basis. So you have to be fresh for any attempt. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what your plan is. I don't think I could get big numbers doing nasal breathing. Sue says, I'm hoping to be able to stay awake for the partial lunar eclipse tonight. That would be pretty cool. Easy drops the link. All right, I'm looking forward to listening to it. I'm tempted to put it on here, but I don't know if I would get a copyright strike. The cello, what a beautiful, beautiful instrument. I've had a lot of synchronistic events with Bach recently. William says hello to Sue. Jacob drops a link for Sue. Thank you, Jacob. Skid says I would be interested in listening to that too, Easy. Links right up above, Skits. Sue says it's supposed to start around 8:41, but the peak will be around 10:41. Trying to decide if I want to try a time lapse or not. Hey, your last time lapse worked out pretty well. William says time lapse would be incredible to see. Yeah, it would. Are you doing long or short exposure shots? Skid says listening. I'm sure I've heard this somewhere before. Here's my theory, Skits. Of all the classical composers, I think that Bach might have been the one who was tuned into God. Not that others weren't. Mozart always claimed that he never wrote his symphonies. He heard them fully formed. All he had to do was put them out. But I think when you listen to Bach, we're hearing the actual music of the spheres. It's almost like Sanskrit. So it seems very familiar. It's always been there. The underground, the underlying sound of the universe itself. Let's see. Young says, why the long face? Well, I'm sad that you're here, my friend. So he says, William, I did time lapse of the Strawberry Moon back in June and posted that. Sniper says, greetings again, William Hart. Did you see the link for Chronicon in the live chat? Jacob is waving at Sue. William says he did not. Let's see. Sniper says hi to just one Sue. Jacob's waving at Brother Sniper. Ginger Rogers is back. William says that guy is so relevant. He is in the news. He's been indicted. I don't know exactly why, but the news was on earlier, and I heard him mention that he was being indicted. Ginger says, enough bragging about me. You know what? Didn't sound like bragging at all. It sounded like something that you are rightfully proud about. You did something very few people could do. Easy says, yes, Bach claimed to write his music for God. He was very religious, and his music shows it. Yeah, it strikes right to the heart and right to the soul. Hey, Ginger, do you have moose up in your area? I know both Wisconsin and Minnesota have moose, but not everywhere, not evenly spread out. Well, it says, right, his predator allegations are outstanding, and he was outed earlier this year. But the indictments, they just released the indictments for him. So he says there's a long list of things he's being indicted for. Bail was denied. Skid says, thanks, Easy. I was about to say, back, not back. I'm going to discover some of his music now. Nice, Skits. You will certainly enjoy it. And I think, man, I think my all-time favorite instrument might be the cello. Now, loving bluegrass, I absolutely love the banjo, as well as the dobro, the mandolin. Loving country, I love the steel guitar. Loving rock music, electric guitar. Sue says, Yogi, did you see the recent shorts from Chandra? The Moose and Baby were back visiting. I did see. I left some comments. Absolutely awesome. Is the plural for moose, meese, like goose with geese? Moose, mooses, moosei, mooses. Pretty sure, mooses. Morph says I want to take up violin again to play Vivaldi. Vivaldi, sorry. Before anyone corrects me, I got it myself. Hey, William, do you have a violin? Mocha took lessons, and when she was a kid, she's been wanting to pick one up again. She actually has one. She wants to take some lessons. Sue says it's so amazing to see. Junior says no moose about 2 hours north. They're common in the Boundary Water, Eli area. First time I ever saw a moose was in a 1975 VW Rabbit, wintertime in way north in Maine, up in the, not even roads, they were the logging roads owned by the logging companies. Man, this was way before, it's the 1980s, before cell phones. If we had broke down, we would have been in some serious trouble. We were kids, didn't even occur to us that anything would happen. And, when you see a deer in a VW Rabbit, well, not VW Rabbit, it's a VW Hatch. There's another name for it. No, yeah, it was a rabbit. VW Rabbit. You see a deer in a VW Rabbit, and you look straight ahead, and you see a deer. You see a moose in a VW Rabbit, you look straight ahead, and you see a leg. And that's it. You got to get out of the car to see the whole moose. Skid says, I have Vivaldi on vinyl, Eric. Nice. Nothing better than listen to music on vinyl. William says, you do not know about the indictments, finally. The news look at is mostly debate, the near murder attempt, etc. I do not, they cost too much for me right now, like 200 or something. Oh, the violin. If you ever want to get one, I already know what you're going to say. I'll pay half. I will pay half for a violin. Easy says the cello is beautiful, but the link I sent shows the suites played on the double bass. Sorry, it's incredible because it's much more difficult to play, and the deeper tone makes it sound so amazing. Man, I'm really looking forward to checking it out. We're actually gonna end the live stream in about 5 minutes, so I'll be there. Duncan says, "Thank you, Easy. Appreciate that." Quick analysis: if Brian maintained his 100 pace, he would do 141 in 20 minutes. Mr. Gastra can do, I appreciate the last name, can do 100 in 11:34. If he maintained, it would be 172, but his best is about 157, 160, so some drop off. Understandable. Imagine if he could get 172. Now, one thing to keep in mind with Brian, he hardly ever does fast stuff. To my knowledge, he's never tried a busy dad routine. So for him, it was on a whim. So it makes me wonder. Excuse me, guys. Apologize. If he trained for it. I sort of think everyone should put in some time with Busy Dad. Not indefinitely. But a solid 6 weeks of training, Busy Dad style, added in as a cycle, I think that would do a lot of good. Sue says, Yogi, especially after growing up watching Rocky and Bullwinkle, would think they were all fun. Absolutely. And we sort of do. Except if you ever talk to people who live in moose country, they say, man, keep clear. Do not get close to a moose. Jacob says, thank you so much for having me on your live stream once again, brother Mr. Yogi. Appreciate it. Much love and respect. Big salute and big salute to you, Jacob. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for dropping links, my friend. Just waiting to see if Leo is live. He isn't yet, at least not what I can tell. Our new friend, let's see, give me a second. Skeeter is going to be live. I don't have a link to drop. He's going to be live at 7. I think some of you might have subscribed to him yesterday. Hey, T. William was asking about you. Sue says, I heard they can be nasty. They're actually considered more dangerous than bear. Maybe not grizzlies, but black bear. More aggressive than black bears. Jacob says, many blessings to you all. Heading out. Thank you again, Jacob. Ginger Rogers says, moose, they are nothing to mess with. Duncan says, a few of Brian's recent bids have been quicker, 100s. What is his best time? What's the issue with lunges for you? Hamstring and groin area. For whatever reason, I was cruising along fine with lunges. It used to be a favorite exercise. I used to love doing dumbbell walking lunges. The last several years, every time I do lunges, forward or backwards, I end up groin issues, as well as hamstring. Even doing low reps. Some people say it's the price of aging. Man, I hate thinking that. The weird thing is, I'm doing overhead lunges with my kettlebell, only for 1 rep per side, but 10 reps total. And all through my yoga workout, series of lunges. But if I do a certain number of reps, I'm very mindful with my form. I'm not over lunging. T says, Rich William Hart. Just so that he hadn't seen you for a while. Ginger says, if I didn't like ice fishing so much, I would move to Florida. That would definitely inhibit your ice fishing adventures. Ginger Rogers says, yes, I do have black bears come through my yard. Coyotes are the nuisance. We have a couple neighborhood coyotes. I haven't seen them yet. I'm on the lookout for them. I heard one not long ago. We had a black bear wander through the neighborhood last year. Every couple of years they'll wander down. The nearest black bear population from me, where I live in Maryland, is about 45 minutes away. So every 2 years or so, when the mother bear chases the yearlings out, they go looking for new territory and they wander through here. Always awesome knowing that they're here. He says, I lost track of time. I've lost an hour. I'm sorry to hear that, T. My cat is letting me know it's time for bed. Let's see here, guys. Our friend Stuart, the Fish Whisperer in Scotland, is still going live. I made some good friends on the outdoor channels, and I wish them all well. They are doing, they're doing what they love. Duncan says, my shoulders were surprisingly fatigued. I discovered today from the pike push-ups from Rob's routine. Yeah, I would imagine so. They're tough. And if you see the way Rob does them, he's got his feet propped up. I used to do them on my parallel bars. Something else I've considered breaking out and doing some work on the parallel bars. Global, my friend, how are you? Global says, how was your day, bro? Couple new vids up today. On my way to check them out. Gonna talk for a few more minutes and shut things down. I want to check out some of the stuff people have done. What kind of trouble have you gotten into, Global? Look forward to checking out your videos. Walking around a market. Yep, that was 2 weeks ago. Hey, how's the new car? Global is at 225 subscribers. And the goal, guys, we're going to do our best to get him to 500. Hey, did you know 500 and 3,000 watch hours, you can get the first stage of monetization. They actually took it from, what was it, 1,000? They took it from 1,000 to 500. Or it soon will be. I saw a video. Global is laughing. Click on the shorts. I will check them out. Global says, yeah, good man. So that means we get you to 500 global, and you can get that first stage. With the 500, it's you get what they call the super chats, where you can people will donate to your channel. $1, $2, $5. I think it goes up to 20. I don't know if it goes over 20 or not. Global says, have you been paid? I have been paid. I'm entering my 3rd month. First few months were pretty good. This month, it's been a little dicey. Hey, Buddha, how are you? It sort of feels, for whatever reason, like rebuilding my channel. It had a huge drop in the month of September. Don't know why. Is what it is. And you work with what you have, you know? I'm just going to keep focusing on the thing that I want to do, which is to put out a positive message, to talk about inspiration, talk about meditation, yoga, breath work, forgiveness. T says hi to Buddha. So one of the things before I head off to bed is going to be to watch Global's channel. If there's anyone here who is not subscribed, please do. Global says it was a hamster video, 60 seconds with me, I think. Can't remember the third. Let's see. I see the hamster climbing. Follow me for a 60-second short. Put your hands up in the air song. I see one from a few days ago, the Polynesian tattoo. That's pretty cool. I also see one of the scariest looking cats I've ever seen before. I like your shorts and your videos, Glibble. You got a wicked sense of humor, my friend. T says, sorry I'm quiet. I'm very exhausted. Don't feel well. I'm sorry, T. And that's understandable. It's no need. Appreciate you being here. Duncan says, would you try pike push-ups? That was my first try. And afterwards tried a few different types. But the key factor to make it harder is to extend to which you reach forward beyond your hands. I heard you mention that in your video. I would try. I'd try them on my parallel bars. I used to do them part of the, was following a parallel bar training routine, and they were regular focus. Low reps though, sets of 5. Just V position is not the difficult aspect. Right. Global says, yeah, tweak into a lolly. I want to be diving in your videos. Get 2 things I want to watch. Global and Easy posted a link for Bach in double bass. Global says, and thanks, mate. Absolutely, my friend. My Polynesian tattoo is on my arm, my chest now, getting my whole back done. Nice. T says having severe issues sleeping with the door slamming night and day just outside my door room. I'm sorry for that, man. That was one of the issues in the hospital. Noise. Duncan says spark earplugs. T's got a lot of pain as well. She does have earplugs. T says, Duncan, it's vibration and I'm very noise sensitive. I use earplugs, but I'm so tired of falling asleep before my meds. Duncan says, do you have an ice pack, Bumble? Global says, Bill, I'll catch you tomorrow if you're on. I'm tired, mate. Not a problem. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. Global, thanks for hanging out a bit. Much appreciated. Been a long day. Daughter's 6th birthday. Hey, happy birthday to your daughter. All right. So, guys, we're going to wrap things up. Appreciate you hanging out. Global says good night, everyone. Yep, I'm going to shut things down too. Our friend Skeeter is going to be live in, I think, like 20 minutes. Guys, if you're around. Unfortunately, I don't have a link. Oh, I want to check out Skitz's video as well. All right, so this is it. Duncan, I'm glad we got some time to chat today. T says, Yogi, drop your message. I'll be on the lookout for it. Duncan says, Bumble, are you at home? Have to catch up with 2-hour naps during the day. An ice pack on a painful area will help a lot. And T says, Duncan, I'm in a hotel as the... I got an emoji blocking that. Sorry, guys. As a temp combination, homeless. Only got half my stuff and no ice pack I use. Hey, can you mention to the hotel staff about the door slamming? Gonna check out in 2 days. All right, well, hopefully the next one will be quieter. All right, guys, I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. If you're around 5 a.m., I'm going to continue reading from my book. Been doing my first book, Does God Have a Hero? It's fun revisiting it. I wrote it back in 1999. It was published in 2000. It has sold in the dozens. So, Buddha says, Namaste, namaste to you, my friend. So if you're around, come on by. We'll hang out. I'll see y'all then. Take care. Again, Duncan, great seeing you for a longer time today. T says, blessings and peace. I've ever done it. Well, I hope tonight you can get some rest. I'll look for your message in just a bit. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care.